What if I told you that every time you complain, you're not just venting, you're actually surrendering control of your life? Think about it. You're stuck in traffic. The cars aren't moving. You're already late and you start complaining. But what if, instead of fueling frustration, you use that moment to strengthen your patience, train your mind, or even calm your breath? In today's world, complaining has become a reflex. It's socially accepted, even expected. But the Stoics saw it differently. To them, complaining isn't harmless, it's harmful. It doesn't release tension. It reinforces weakness. It traps us in negativity and convinces us we're powerless. But here's the Stoic truth. Your happiness has nothing to do with the situation, and everything to do with your response to it. Marcus Aurelius didn't have a perfect life. Neither did Seneca. What they had was perspective, and that changed everything. So in this video, we're going to break down why complaining robs you of strength and how to reclaim that power using timeless Stoic principles. Let's get into it. Number 1. Complaining makes you focus on the negative. Let's be honest, complaining feels good in the moment. It gives us an outlet, a quick release. But here's the cost. Every time you complain, you're reinforcing what's wrong instead of recognizing what's still right. It's like staring at a tiny crack in the wall and ignoring the strength of the entire foundation. Think about something as simple as traffic. You're stuck, nothing's moving. Now you have a choice. You can sit there, seething and spiraling into irritation, or you can use that time to breathe, reflect, or practice patience. The situation doesn't change, but you do. The Stoics, especially Epictetus, reminded us of this often. We can't control what happens around us, but we can always control how we respond. And that response determines your peace. So the next time you catch yourself zeroing in on what's wrong, pause and ask, what's still within my control right now? That question alone can shift your focus from frustration to freedom. That's real power, and it's always been yours. Number 2. Complaining turns you into a victim. Every time you complain, even silently, you're sending a message to yourself and the world: I have no power here. And over time, that message becomes your mindset. It's subtle but dangerous. You start seeing yourself not as someone who acts, but someone who's acted upon. Life becomes something that happens to you, not something you shape. But the Stoics taught a different path, one grounded in strength, not surrender. Marcus Aurelius didn't blame the storms. He asked, "What will I do in the rain?" That's Stoicism. It's not about pretending life is perfect. It's about realizing that while you can't control traffic, rude people, or bad weather, you can always control your response. And in that response lies your real power. So next time frustration rises, try this. Pause, breathe, and ask, is this truly within my control? If it's not, let it go. If it is, act with purpose. You're not powerless, you've just forgotten how powerful you actually are. Number 3. Complaining increases stress and anxiety. Here's something you've probably experienced. A small inconvenience spirals into a full-blown crisis, not because it was that bad, but because of how you kept replaying it. That's the hidden cost of complaining. It doesn't solve anything. It multiplies your stress. The Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." And he was right. Complaints are like mental echo chambers. You say it once, but your brain replays it again and again, amplifying fear, tension, and anxiety. Think about it though. Often have you stewed over a rude email or a missed deadline, only to realize later it wasn't nearly as catastrophic as your mind made it out to be. But here's the shift. What if every complaint was actually a challenge in disguise? What if you trained yourself to respond with, "Okay, how can I grow through this?" You don't need more panic. You need perspective. So the next time stress creeps in, don't fuel it, frame it. That's how you break the cycle and reclaim calm. Number 4. Complaining destroys relationships. Let's be honest, no one enjoys being around someone who complains all the time. It drains the room. It changes the energy. And over time, it damages relationships quietly but deeply. We often think complaining is just venting, but when it becomes a habit, it turns us into emotional polluters. It's like leaving negativity in every conversation. Friends pull away, colleagues disengage. Even those who love you may feel exhausted. The Stoics understood this well. They believed wisdom isn't just about what you say, but knowing when not to say it. So here's the shift. Instead of dumping frustration, what if you practiced constructive communication? Don't blame. Don't spiral. Just speak with intention. Share with calm. And when there's nothing helpful to say, choose silence. Because silence isn't weakness. It's power under control. Relationships thrive not on perfection, but on presence. So the next time you're tempted to complain, ask, is this building a connection or breaking it? Number 5. Gratitude is the antidote to complaining. Here's a question. When was the last time you paused to appreciate what didn't go wrong today? It's easy to fall into the habit of focusing on what's missing, what's broken, or what didn't go as planned. But the Stoics believed there was a quiet strength in gratitude. Marcus Aurelius, a man who led armies and ruled an empire, often reminded himself to be thankful even in hardship. Why? Because gratitude shifts the lens. It doesn't ignore the pain, but it refuses to let it be the only voice. Let's say your workday was rough. Deadlines missed, conversations awkward, stress high. But maybe, just maybe, someone said something kind. Maybe you learned something. Maybe you simply made it through. That matters. Gratitude isn't about pretending everything's perfect, it's about noticing what is still good and giving that some space in your mind. Because where gratitude grows, complaints can't take root. Number 6. Embrace challenges instead of complaining. What if the thing you're complaining about today is actually the thing that's trying to grow you? To the Stoics, every challenge wasn't an obstacle, it was an invitation. An opportunity to sharpen your character, to build inner strength, to practice the very virtues we admire: patience, courage, discipline. So instead of seeing that tough work project as a reason to complain, try seeing it as training, not punishment preparation. Let's be honest, growth never happens in comfort. The people we respect most weren't made by easy days, they were shaped by pressure, setbacks, deadlines, detours. You're no different. So next time something feels hard, pause and ask yourself, what is this here to teach me? Not, why me? But, what now? The discomfort may not last, but the strength it gives you, that stays. Number 7. Complaining weakens patience. We live in a world of instant gratification, 2-day shipping, 1-click answers, 30-second microwave meals. And in that world, even the smallest delay feels unbearable. A late email, a slow barista, a medical appointment that runs behind schedule. And what's our default reaction? We complain. But according to Epictetus, true strength isn't in controlling outcomes, it's in mastering our response. Patience is a quiet superpower. Complaining is its enemy. Every time you vent your frustration, you're choosing noise over growth. You're trading strength for control. So the next time you're waiting, stop and ask, what is this delay teaching me? Who could I become if I learned to endure this moment with calm? Maybe it's not about speeding things up. Maybe it's about slowing yourself down long enough to build real resilience. Remember this Stoic principle: endure what you must, with grace. Not with bitterness, not with noise, with presence. That's patience, redefined. Let's be honest, complaining has never changed a situation. It doesn't fix what's broken. It doesn't move you forward. All it really does is drain your strength and shrink your potential. But here's the truth, the Stoics knew long ago, you don't need to control the world to find peace. You just need to master your response to it. You may not choose what happens, but you always choose how you meet it. So today, make a decision. Not a grand, dramatic one, but a quiet, powerful one. to stop giving your energy to complaints and start giving it to your growth. Because happiness isn't found in a perfect world. It's found in a trained mind, a calm spirit, a conscious response. If you felt something shift in you today, like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe for more ancient tools for modern living. And tell us, what's one moment where you stopped complaining and chose to rise instead? Share this with someone who needs it today. If you found a sense of peace in this message, follow us to keep receiving ancient wisdom for modern life. Thank you for being part of Ancient Stoic Secrets.